Hey y'all, Jay is back for my 10-month update with HEVA CLINIC. So let's get right to it. I have some updates from some commenters on YouTube as well as Reddit. So some things that I may or may not have thought about, more on the didn't think about side. So some users have stated that, based on how my transplant journey has been coming, how I've been complaining about how I feel like the hair has stopped growing, which honestly, I think I said this in my last video, but just in case, now, especially up to the 10-month mark, I think I realized I feel like my hair has stopped growing at the 7th month mark. I feel maybe 7.5 months, but I feel like it has stopped growing. It is still lacking a lot of density, but I'm gonna tell you what a lot of users have told me what they thought. So some users are saying that I may have gotten bad technicians while I was there. Now, HEVA does use rotating technicians, so you really don't know who you're getting until you get there. They just assign you these technicians to do the procedure, so it's not like I can read up on them or do any information, searching on these technicians, at least not to my knowledge. So they just give you random technicians. So I honestly do kind of feel that now that I've been thinking about it. Maybe I have gotten bad technicians, I guess it could happen, But also, some users said, I've heard this before, give it till a full year, 12 months. So, this is 10 months. Obviously, I got 2 more months to see full results. Some people say it could take 1.5 to 2 years, which would be insane. Hopefully, that's not my case. But honestly, I feel like another 2 months is not going to make a difference. I don't think any more hair is going to grow than what's here right now, especially y'all already know I'm going to zoom in. But what else did they say? Some other users said that, the technicians, they said give it 12 months. Oh, and I've heard this before too. I could kind of believe this one. A lot of users say, because I got my hairline, much lower. Most guys who go to HEVA or other places, they usually settle for higher hairlines. And like what I always say, when I first got the procedure done, I've been dealing with, baldness or recedingness for so many years that I didn't want to get a procedure done and still look bald. So to me, most of the people I've seen that go to these clinics, they always get a hairline too high. And even if their hair does grow back in where it didn't grow before, their hairline is still high and it still looks like they're receding. I didn't want that. So I chose to get my hairline lowered than the average person. And don't get me wrong, I am very happy with the hairline placement. The issue is just the density is not there. I just really need this hair to grow back in and fill in, more thick. So I do believe that, that could be a possibility as well, because I decided to get a lower hairline. Maybe they needed to put more grafts where there wasn't hair at all, and that took away from the density. What else? I'm trying to think. I feel like there was one more thing that users were saying, but just a quick update for those of y'all who don't know. I tell you, I'm doing anything and everything in my power to try to get this density to come back in, all right? I'm taking hair pills. I'm also taking dutasteride daily. I take the hair pills daily. I take dutasteride once a day at night, oral. I also take oral minoxidil once at night. I take it together with the dutasteride. I've never had any side effects from any of this medicine. Even when I was using topical minoxidil, I never had any side effects. So sex drive is good. It's not messing anything else up. I'm also taking a 10-in-1 hair growth oil, which I showed in my previous video. So I use that all on the transplanted area. and I use a derma roller once per week. I was using it like twice a week before, but some users were saying they think that's too much. I even reached out to HEVA, and of course I complained to them. I said, what's going on? Why am I not having this density? Why is it not filling in? And of course, it just keeps saying the same thing. Oh, it's natural. Give it 12 months. Your hair, your head suffered trauma during the procedure. It needs time to grow in. So it is what it is. So I'm using all of those things. I'm also massaging my transplanted area daily. I try to do it for like 5 minutes a few times a day after I apply the 10-in-1 hair growth serum. So after this video, I'm gonna go wash my hair. I'm using, I showed it in another video, but I use like a special shampoo that has biotin in it, and it's supposed to prevent further hair loss. So I'm gonna wash my hair with that, and then I'm going to derma roll, and then I'm gonna put the oil on. But yeah, that's my whole regimen. That's everything I do. Oh, I knew it was one last thing. So from what I was told before about the packages that HEVA offer, they have several different packages. So most people know the basic package is just the silver, I believe, is the lowest. Then there's a gold package. Then there is I believe there's a diamond package. Then there is a diamond, what's after diamond? The VIP, I think VIP is after that. So what I just recently found out though, I didn't know there was a VIP. I knew there was a diamond before, but now somebody posted on Reddit, they have a VIP package, which states that they do all the stuff in all the other packages. You get max, grafts, whatever, you get hair analysis and all that. But this one, they swear that the entire head surgeon does the whole procedure, the extractions and the implants. So when I first got started, before I even went to HEVA, I didn't know that they had one doctor that did it. I just was under the assumption that the technicians always did it. And before I went, I even asked HEVA, through WhatsApp, I said, hey, can I get the doctor to do the whole procedure? And from what I guess the assistant I was talking with told me no. And then when I put it, posted on Reddit, I said, hey, HEVA told me that when you get like the silver or the gold, that the technicians do most of the surgery. And then the head surgeon, the actual doctor, does like 20%. I believe they did like 20, the doctor did like 20%, and the technicians did like 80% of the rest. So, so then some users, before a couple months went by, was on Reddit, and someone on YouTube said, yeah, it's not possible for one doctor to do the whole procedure because it would take like 8 to 10 hours. And, there's no way the doctor can do multiple clients in a day if it takes one person 8 to 10 hours. So supposedly this VIP package, it says it too. I read it, and it said that the incisions, the extractions, everything is done by, and it was just the doctor's name. There's supposed to be no technicians involved. So I'm just letting y'all know this. I know HEVA doesn't offer the same packages to everybody, but this is just for y'all or who are thinking about getting it, in case you don't want the technicians to do it and you want the doctor to do it. Apparently there is an option for the doctor to do the whole procedure. So y'all heard it here. And other than that, I think that's it. Y'all already know I'm gonna zoom in, show y'all. So I really feel like same. I don't really see any difference from month 9 to now to the 10 month. I've been on all of those supplements for about a month now, I believe, that I just mentioned. Y'all know who I am with this camera. Trying to get the perfect angles, make sure I can zoom in. This is more of a top view if I can get it. My apologies if I may be a little off. And for those who are new to this video, if you could see like the top, you could tell like there's no hair there, in the crown, because I did not get my crown done the first time around. I have to keep putting that sometimes in these videos because people's like, hey, what happened? Why isn't the hair growing there? It's because I didn't get my crown done. First time they said I didn't have enough donor area to get the hairline to mid scalp and the crown area. And they did tell me, they said, the doctor did say it's because I wanted a lower hairline. So originally they said they were gonna do hairline, mid scalp, and my crown. But when I got there and I told them I wanted my hairline a little bit lower, they said that that could affect the growth. And I could have insisted on them doing it. They said we could do it, but they wouldn't guarantee that, you know, it would look right if they did the crown and everything with the lowered, you know, hairline that I wanted. So that's pretty much it. I believe I touched on everything I needed to touch on. One thing I always keep forgetting to put in my videos. If y'all want to know, you know, if this is the first video, if y'all jump to 10 from the 1 month, then you can go in the description. Everything's in there, on the graphs, the price I paid, the package I got, flight information, and also I have a GoFundMe to get some help for my next procedure. So those of y'all who like to donate, all that stuff is in the description. Now I'm gonna see if I always am kind of bad at this, but I'm gonna try to move and turn around a little bit so y'all can see the back. So hold on one second. All right, let's see. Always mess this up. Let me try to get it on this side or that side. No, it should be okay. I got like a painting here, so I'm gonna try not to get that in the way. But here we go. That's what the back is looking like. You probably could see the top way better now. Let's try to do a new view that I haven't done. Total, top, middle, back, whatever. Trying to get over here, so. All right. So, from what I was told, my donor area still looks very strong. You know, I cut my hair a couple of times, but I'm not gonna cut it anymore. I'm gonna just grow it as much as I can until my next procedure. Just let it keep growing. You know, like I said, y'all already know that keep watching my videos. My hair grows around for the most part all over everywhere else. And I'm definitely gonna need a second procedure. That was another thing I forgot to say initially at the beginning. That's what I forgot. A lot of the commenters said that I'm probably gonna need a second procedure. So of course, I already know I'm gonna need another procedure. So that's why I started the GoFundMe. In the near future, I hope to get up enough money to go back. I'm not sure if I wanna go to HEVA. I do recommend HEVA, y'all. Don't think that I don't recommend them because I've been complaining in my last few videos about the growth and everything, but I'm trying to explain everything so y'all can see, you know, why I've been angry, so upset, you know, about not having a lot of density and, you know, try to make sense of it. But that's what it was. A lot of users were saying, yeah, more than likely you're gonna need a second procedure. Some rare cases, people have to have multiple procedures. I've heard in extreme rare cases, even 3. I'm not doing 3, please. I can't do 3 hair transplants, bro. But if it'll get all this hair to grow back in, then I will be crazy happy and then get the crown done too. But I think that's it, y'all. Everything on my 10-month video. I'll see y'all on that 11th month mark.